Hello, morning, afternoon, evening, whatever it is where you are, and welcome back to another video on the Annoyed Dad channel. This week I was going to make it about chicks and how you care for the chicks and what you do and all of those sort of things, but unfortunately I've had to change plans. So here's the chicks. There's 13 chicks in here. These are the ones that we're doing in the egg to chicken series. They are 2.5 weeks old now, I suppose. So there's 13. You might be able to work out, if you're good at maths and if you watch those videos, that we are actually down one. I came up here one day when I'd been up here about 2-3 days, and one of them had just died. No apparent reason, no evidence. It just died. But the two we've got at home, they're now up here because the ones we've got at home are now hosting the turkeys. So right, I close these guys back up again. We've still got them under heat. It isn't the easiest thing to do with one hand. So they've still got the electric hens, they've still got the heat lamp, and that will continue for just a little bit longer. So the reason why I'm doing this video today is because it's not a very good day. Not very good at all. So I got one Mrs. Chicken down there. She's fine, but somehow she managed to get through to a place where the chickens never get through to get caught in one of the rat traps. So I might well have to dispose of her. There's nothing in this video that's nasty. I've removed everything that's nasty already. So you can see as we look around, see we've got all the dry mud. But you know, what else can you see? You can see all the feathers everywhere. And there are feathers everywhere. So what's happened? I would love to know. So let's go back in time. Let's go back to yesterday. Yesterday morning, I came down, and if I go in there, I can show you a bit better. So these guys are alright, they're quite happy. So yesterday morning I came down, and just here was a pile of brown feathers, but I didn't see that first. What I saw first was up there. See where that big pole is? Just, I'll get my finger in the right place, just there, that big pole there. That's where my entrance gate is, that's where I walk in. And just to the side of that, on the outside of the electric fencing, was carcass remnants. So the bird had obviously been killed here, and then remnants were up there. So I come in today, hoping that everything's going to be okay, and we had one of the big black Orpington males, one of the guys like this. But he's less than a year old. I think he was slightly bigger than these guys as well. He was a biggie who was in here with Herky, and he was down there, just down here. He was obviously down here. He was obviously dead, and you can see by the feathers that there's. See if you look at that feather there. That's like a black and white. That's a Plymouth Rock type that we had in there, who was called Victoria. She's also gone. And also last week as well, we lost Foggy from out of here. He was the leghorn cockerel. So that's at least 3 birds. 4 birds if you look at this. And you can see that's going to be another bird that's gone. And I'll admit, I'm stood here today and I'm scratching my head as to what it is. The electric fence is on and fine. The only thing I can think is that we've got something which is coming in from over the top. Due to the location of where the bird was killed, and then the remnants were up there, it doesn't look like fox. We've had fox attacks before, we know what they look like. We know that foxes generally tend to, when they eat something, they eat something. There's nowhere that a fox could really get in. There's no evidence that anything could get in. So yeah, I don't know. I'm scratching my head at the minute, trying to work it out as to what it could be. Oh, and to top matters off, not yesterday, but the day before, Mrs. Gobbler got off her eggs, just over here. She walked outside, and she basically just sat down, curled herself up and died. Got no idea what was up with her and why she done that. But that was quite sad, because we were down here. I came down here and she came out to see me. And she just basically sat down. I walked off. I got a phone call about 2 minutes later to say I should come down and look at her, and yeah, she was gone, unfortunately. So yeah, not the greatest of weeks, but it is one of those things that you do have to put up with. So I am now going to try to find out. I've walked the fence, I can't see any holes, can't see where anything gets in, can't see what's going on. So it's going to have to be a case of I'm going to have to set up the trail cameras to try to find out what on earth is happening and what's going on. So I'm sorry it's not the greatest of quality, but it is filmed on my phone. My phone's like rubbish. But yeah, you know, what can we do? So if you have any ideas, comments, suggestions, leave them down below, and I'll get back and I'll try to answer. But not the happiest of days, not the greatest of things, not the sort of thing I wanted to be talking about. There was other things I wanted to be talking about and other stuff I wanted to be doing. But there we go, unfortunately. Thanks for watching and listening to me moan, and until next week's video, bye bye.